Hi, I'm Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-Minute Warning for the week of November 18th. Folks, last week I had an absolutely tremendous time. I was out in Providence, Rhode Island, and speaking at the University of Rhode Island's annual transportation dinner. Joe Estrella and his team have done a wonderful job of catapulting the University of Rhode Island supply chain management program into the top 25 programs in the country. It's really quite an accomplishment. Now, why was I so happy to be out there? Well, the topic of the presentation that Joe asked us to speak on was what's going on in Washington, D.C. and how it affects your transportation budget. So I had the opportunity to get together with one of my favorite people, John Cutler, who's the general counsel for NASTRAC, and we together split up our presentation. And if you go to TranzAct.com, you get a copy of that presentation. Now, some of you may be asking, Mike, why? Why are you so passionate about what's going on in Washington, D.C.? Well, if you need any answer, what you need to do is you need to go and take a look at the Wall Street Journal. Last Thursday's Wall Street Journal had an article, Truckers Tire of Sleep Rules. And here's what I want to let you know. If it's in the Wall Street Journal, there are other executives within your company that are also going to read about this, and they're inevitably going to wonder, what are we doing to protect ourselves about things that are happening in the transportation industry? And that, folks, is why we spend so much time talking about these things in the 2-minute warnings. Now, I want to close out this 2-minute warning with a little story that happened after our presentation. One of our people that we've known over the years came up and said, Mike, great talk. He said, but would you like to know one of the frustrations that I have? And I said, Jason, talk to me. He said, Mike, you know, it's wonderful that you're sharing this stuff with us, but our CFO and our CEOs, do they really care about it? And I said, Jason, they do. He said, then why don't they ever talk to me? And I said, Jason, let me reverse and ask you a question. What are you doing to bring this to the attention of your CFO and your CEO and other senior executives within your corporation? Now, Jason's a great guy, and he looked and he said, Mike, I'm not doing enough. And that's why we encourage you to take these 2-minute warnings, pass them up the line, pass them throughout your corporation, pass them around the world. I don't care, but get the message out. What's happening in Washington is vitally important. And once again, that's why we want you to go to our TranzAct.com website and download a copy of the presentation that John and I gave last week at the University of Rhode Island. Now remember, with each and every 2-minute warning, we are on your team and we're here to help. So if you have some comments or questions or want to know how you can reduce your transportation costs, give us a call today. Thanks for your time.